Hello, welcome back once again. Today is another day, and today I'm bringing you another episode of the school-based assessment in Microsoft Access. This version of the video, this is a continuation or an updated version of the part 2. That's the lesson 2. Because the lesson 2, I had some suggestion or some request that the SQL statement that we wrote, it is not beginner friendly. Yes. So I have to make it beginner friendly. I have to do it using the traditional way or the normal way of building queries. Well, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll just make a copy of the first one, Control C, Control V, and I'm going to give it a name. Just make school-based assessment underscore queries. Alright, so now I'll open it. So I'll just enable the content. Now when I open, I'm going to delete all the previous queries that we created. So I'll delete it. Yes. And I'm now to start afresh. So I'm going to use the normal or the traditional way of creating queries without using SQL statement. But as time goes on, we'll be adding some few SQL statements. And that one, when they get there, I think the beginners will be okay with it. But before then, we didn't create the relationships in lesson 1 and lesson 2. So we are to go and create it. We come to database tools. Then we come to relationships. Let me do away with this ones. Yeah, then we come to add tables. I'm going to add everything here. Alright, so I'll close this one and I'll have to add everything. Now that everything is added, it started the class. So the class, there's no class ID here. But when we come to the students, there's a class here. So we are going to link the class ID to the class here. You have to enforce referential integrity. Then it comes to the class. There's no class here too. All right, now we come to the term. So the term, when we come to the scores table, there's term ID here. So we are going to link the term ID together. And when we come to term details too, we are going to add a link term ID to term ID here. Then enforce referential integrity. Then when we come to subjects, the subjects, we have subject ID from the scores table and subject. So we are going to link the subject ID to the subject ID here. Create referential integrity. And when it comes to the scores, we have student ID. So we are going to link the student ID here to the student ID here. Then you create the relationship. I think that's all. Academic year. I think that's all. Alright, so you just close it. Yes. And now we have to start creating our queries. We'll go to create, come to query design. So the query design, I'm going to add the first query. We are going to create KRY total scores. So total scores, the table we will add is the scores table. Come to add. Then let me close it. So here we are going to add we'll add the student ID. So I'll double click. It has appeared twice. So let me delete this one. Student ID. Then we add term ID. I'll double click to add, then total score. All right, when we run it, yes, because we've only added one score. When we open the scores table, it's only one score, but we can add more. So for it to make it understandable, now since this one, that's why it is showing only one. So we just let me open it. You just come to the scores table and we add about two of it. But now looking at the student ID, the subject ID, they are all showing numbers, and it will be difficult, except maybe but there's a way we can let it show the actual names of the student and the subject ID, so that when entering it using the table, it will be easier. So let's go to the design view. Okay, it will not allow because let me close this one. The SQL, the new SQL, it is opened and it is using the scores table. So let me save it first, Control S, and give it a name, QRY total scores. Then go to OK. So let me close this one for now. Now just right click, come to design view, then you come to subject ID. Let me first go to student ID. So the student ID, come to lookup. So lookup, you click on the text box, come to the drop down here, click on it, then you select combo box, and under row source you click on the three dots here and we add a student. Let me close this one. So students, we add student ID and first name. So the first name, we want it to include first name and last name. So first name, okay, let me zoom it so that you see it clearly. So the first name, it will be full name. Even I think the full name is there, so let's close it. When we scroll it down, yeah, we have the full name here, so there's no need for us to add the first name. Let me do away with the first name, and the ascending order, the sorting, we want it to be ascending order. Yes, so now let's close it. When we close it, yes, let's save it. We want to save it, and when we come to the column count, we will change it to 2, and the column weight to just make it 0 and let's say 4. Yes, so we are making the first one 0, but we don't want the student ID to show. We only want the name to show. We are going to do the same thing for the subject ID. So the subject ID, we just use the drop down, change it to combo box, then the row source, click on it, come to subjects, double click to add, close this one, then the subject ID and subject name. So the subject name, want it to be ascending order. Let's close this one. Yes, then the column count 2. So column width 0 and let's say 4. Yeah, it's okay. Now let's save it and let's see. Well, you can see that now the names are showing and the subject 2 is showing. When we come to the term ID, to the term 2 is showing numbers instead of names. So let's go to the term ID, select term ID, then here you click and select combo box, just the same thing. You are just repeating the same thing. So here too, we are going to add the terms table, then term ID, term name. So the term name, yeah, let me zoom it because we want to add the year to it. Yes, so zoom it, go to zoom, and now we just say term, just term, colon, so it'll be term name, and open double quote, then bring hyphen, double quote, and then term year. All right, so come to OK, we want it to show the term name and term year. Let's close this one, and yes, so here we come to column count 2, column width 0 and 3. Okay, so let's save it and let's see how it is. Now here you can see that term 1 2025. All right, this is what I wanted us to do. So when we come to the want to add a score another subject, so select the name. Let me expand this one. Then the subject, you select the second subject, English. So we have to add the scores. Then come to exams. Then the term 1. Let's score the last subject, that's maths. Then the exams, the term should be term 1. Okay, so now that we've added two more subjects scores, let's open the class total score. Then you see, now you can see that the scores we added, they are all showing. But since we want to find, we want the total score of this particular student, do with me. Let's go to design view. So design view, we come to totals, click on it, and under total scores you select sum. So let's run it and see. When you run, now you can see that the total scores has been added. All the scores have been added, and this is what we are going to use for the ranking and for our reports. So let's close it. Yes, our first query is done. We are going to create the second query, that is the student ranking. KRI student ranking. So this one too, you just go to create, then come to query design. Then we are going to add two tables. The first table is students table, and the second table, this one is not the table, but we are going to add the query we just created, KRY total scores. Let's close this one. So I have to bring this one up a bit. That item, the first item we are going to use is student ID, then admission number, first name, last name. Then we come to class, sex, attitude, interest, attendance. I'm just double clicking to add them to. Then we come to attendance, promoted to photo, full name. Then we come to term ID, because the student ID, we've already added that one, so we are not going to add that one again. So term ID, then come to sum of total scores. All right, sum of total score. Let's run it and see. Yes, everything is showing. Everything is showing. Let's go to the design view. Now what we are going to add now is the rank. We have to rank the scores. So the rank, here's where we are going to write it using SQL statement. But this time I'm not going to paste, we are going to write it together. So just follow it and don't be confused. I'm going to go it slow for you so that you understand the way it is. All right, so I'll just right click here, come to zoom. So zoom here, I'm just going to give it a rank colon, then the count. We count everything from double quote KORY total scores, where sum of total score is greater, double quote, and NZ sum of total score 0 and A and D. This and is different from the and sign. Term ID is equal and term ID plus 1. Yes, that is it. So just go to OK, and yes, we are getting error. Here. Let's go to OK. Then we come to zoom. So here, seeing the problem here, the term ID here, there's no double quote here. All right, so come to OK. Then let's run it and see. Yes, it is now working. See, the rank is 1. All right, now let's go to design view. Then the next one is the position. So we just right click, come to zoom so that you see clearly. And this one is going to be position rank. That one is going to be format, the count. This one, the rank statement that we wrote, the same thing, but this one, since we are going to attach letters like the first ST, the second ND, the third RD, and the fourth going TA to 8, that's why we are formatting it so that the letters and the numbers can work together. If not, you will get error. So that's why we are formatting it. So format the count everything, just like we just we wrote for the rank, everything from QRY total scores, where sum of total score is greater and NZ sum of total score 0 and term ID is equal to and term ID plus 1. So if there's no term, you have to get a default value. So that one should be this value. And so now that we are done, we have to add our condition. So if the difference between the if conditions in VBA and SQL, in VBA the I is 1, but take note, in SQL make sure the I should be 2, because if you write your statement and you get error, check it to see whether you added double I or single. It is only in VBA that the I is what 1, but in SQL the I is what 2. So if rank mode 10 and rank is not equal to 11, then add ST to it. So here what it literally means is that, like, when I bring it down, if the number ends with, like, the last digit of the number is 1 and that number is not 11, then you have to add ST to it. So if it is 1 first, if it is apart from 11, if it is 21, 21st, 31, 31st, yes, that's what it literally means. All right, so we are going to repeat the same thing. Let me copy this one, and here too. So here, if the last digit of the number is 2 and that number is not 12, then that one we have to add ND to it. Yes, and let's continue. So the same thing, if the last digit of the number is 3 and the number is not 13, then we add RD to it. All right, and if the number is not any of these ones, then we add what, TH to 8. Now let's close the parenthesis because I have to make it what, 3. Let's go and check it first and see if it is working. Let's run it now. So it didn't give us any error, so we can say that yes, our code is working. Our code is working. So I'm going to press Ctrl S. I'll press Ctrl S to save. Then this one I'm going to name it QRY student ranking. So I'll say, just press OK to save it. Let me close this one. The next query that we are going to create is the subject totals, subject total score. So this one I'm going to create query design. Then come to, so here I'm going to add two tables. The first table is the subjects and the second table is the scores. All right, now I'm going to add the student ID from the scores table, subject ID from the scores table, then subject name from the subject table. So now I'm going to add the term ID from the scores table. Then I add the term ID. Let's run it and see. Okay, now the term is showing. Yes, because the scores table we just added the term, and looking at the subject student ID, and it's in this one has appeared twice. Student ID, this one should be subject ID, not student ID. All right, so let's see. Good. And because the subject ID we change the subject to the subject ID, we added the instead of subject ID. So this one there's no need to add. Let me do away with this one. Yes, so now we just go to term ID. Yes, term ID has been added. So I'm going to add the exercise assignment test project, the total scale, the exam skill, total score. All right, so this one just like we did for the total score, when we run it, consider we have 3, they are here. So now we come to design view, then we come to totals. So under the total score we just change it to sum. Good, and we run it. Yes, this one is not adding because there are different subjects. Yes, that's why it is not adding everything up. Yes, but we are going to use this one to rank the rank position based on the subjects. All right, so now I'm going to save it, Control S, and it's going to QRY subject total scores. All right, subject total scores. Go to OK, and I close this one. Yes, now the next one we are going to create, we are now going to rank the subjects. Yes, we are now going to rank the subjects. So go to create query design. So query, you are going to add the students, then we come to the queries, then we add the subject total scores. All right, so now here we are going to add the student ID from the students table, then admission number, the full name, then sex, class, subject name. So the subject name we are going to take it from the QRS subject total. Yes, subject total, that's subject ID, then the subject name, what else. Now the exercise assignment test project total skill exams and sum of total score. All right, now let me bring it down here. The term, okay, term ID is here. Yes, we didn't term ID, so you have to add the term ID. I'll double click to add, and now we have to rank the subjects. You have to rank the subject. Now we come here, right click, come to zoom. So this one is going to be subject rank. It's going to be the count. You count everything from QRY subject total scores sum of total score is greater. That's the condition where sum of total score is greater and NZ sum of total score 0, and this one just like what we did for the total score. Subject ID is equal to subject ID and term ID is equal to then plus 1. Okay, so just go to OK. Now let's run it and see. We didn't get any error. All right, so the ranking, since it's only one person, that has been scored for each of the subjects. That's why we are seeing 1 1 1 1 1 1 there. If it were to be 3 or 4, at least it will be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. All right, so now let's go back. Now that we are the rank didn't give us any error, we are going to now add positions. So here, just right click and zoom it. This one is going to be subject position. So like this one, just like what we did for the students, the same thing. Format, select everything from QRY, subject, total scores, where subject, total score is greater and NZ subject total score and subject ID is equal to and subject ID and term ID is equal to term ID plus 1. So in case there's no term, then this default value should show. So now let's with the conditions. So if I told you, the if function in SQL statement is different from that of that of VBA, because VBA is one I, but SQL uses one. If subject rank mode 10 and subject rank is not equal to 11, then you have to add st. Okay, let me copy this one since the same thing. So here, if it is 2 and if it is not 12, then nd. If it is 3 and not 13, then this one will be rd, else th. All right, now let's go to OK. Let's run it and see. Oh, there's an error somewhere. The expression you entered contains invalid syntax, or you need to enclose your test data in quotes. Okay, let's go back and check our code. Subject position, format, select everything, subject total score greater than z, and subject id is equal to subject id and term id. If subject rank, so if subject rank mode term 1 and subject rank is not equal to comma. All right, same thing. So where all right, the format, we didn't add the count. Yes, so format the count. Okay, so format the count, then come to okay. All right, now let's run it and see. All right, we didn't get any error. So this one the same thing, since each of the subjects is only one student, that's why the student is first, because the student is not competing with anyone. All right, so that is it. We just save it, Control S, then just give it a name, QRY subject ranking. Subject. Okay, so let's close it. We are going to create our final SQL, our final query, and that's going to be KRY final report. That's what we are going to use it for. We are going to use for our terminal report. So go to create, then come to query design. So here we are going to add plenty tables and queries. We'll add the classes table, you'll add the students table, you'll add the terms table, you'll add the subjects table and term details table. Just imagine. Now when we are done, we come to queries, then we add the QRI students ranking and QRI subject ranking. All right, so I think that's all. Now go to close and bring this one up. So the first, we come to the students table, add the student ID, admission number, add the first name, the last name. Like I said, if you don't prefer the first name and the last name, you can use the full name. We add the let me add the full name too for the reporting. Yes, but if you prefer, you can use the first and second name for the report. Then add the come to classes. Instead of class, we don't want the class here, we want to use the class name. Then come to the students table again, then we add the sex, the attitude, interest. Let me check if everything is adding. Interest, then come to attendance, promoted to, come to photo. As for the full name, we've already added that one. Then we come to the term, we add the term name, then add the term ID to go. We use that one, we need that one. Then we come to KRI student ranking, then we add the sum of total score, double click. But this one, this is what we use for the report card, so we have to give it a name, overall score. Yes, that's the, you call it alias. Yes, and now we come to the rank and bring this one down a bit. So the rank, then the grade too, we have to make sure the grade appears on it. The grade, we didn't add grade to, we didn't grade, then we have to add, we have to go and do it. Now let's add the position. Let's finish that one, then we go back and do the grade. So the position, since we will have two positions, the overall position and the subject position. Let's add the position rank in the student ranking is the overall position, so let me add that one, but let me give it alias. Let me give it another name, so this one should be position. All right, so now this one, like there are a lot of things we didn't add. The class teachers remark, the head teachers remark. Yes, I think that is why we didn't add that one, but we go and add that one. We come to subject name, yeah, then we come to we go to QRI subject ranking. Then here we add the exercise, assignment, test, project, total, then skill exams. Then we add the sum of total score. The sum of total score to this one we are going to give it alias. So this one is going to be total score. Yes. Then move to the next field or next column. Then that one we are going to add subject rank. So the subject rank. Then the subject we didn't add the grade. Yes, we have to, because we have to add the grade for each subject. This one we have to go back and do it. Then the subject position. Yes, subject position. Then we add the remarks to the income, the academic year, come to the term details. Then we add academic year. Then we come to number of weeks, number of holidays, vacation date, reopening date, times open, number on row, and head teacher signature. All right. So these are what we will keep for now. We are going to add the. We are going back to the subject ranking, the student ranking, to add what we didn't add. So for now, let me save this one. Control S, and this is going to be KORY final report. Go to OK. Then let me close this one. Now let's go to KRY subject ranking. Come to the design view. Then we are going to add the grade and the rest. So just come up here. So here I'll right click, then I go to zoom, and it's going to be subject grade. That one, the condition if sum of total score is greater than or equal to. But here it depends on how you want to grade your each subject. Yes, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use the highest one should be 80. You can make it 75 depending on your choice and the way you want it. So this one is greater than or equal to 80. Then it should be A. If a student gets 80, is what? A. Then I'm going to repeat the same thing. So I'm just going to copy. Just I'll repeat it and change some one or two things. I'll paste, Control V to paste. So this one too, if it is 70, then it will be B. I'll just paste it. If it is 60, then 60 will be C. Then I'll paste it. If it is 50, then 50 will be D. I'll paste it. If it is 40, 40 should be what? E. And the last one, we are not going to add the if statement again. Yes, the last one should be what? L. That's the else part to be F. Alright, so now when you are done, you count the number of ifs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you click on OK. Let's run it and see if we don't get any error. That means yes, it is working. It is working. Good. So that is looking at this one. 44 is what? E. 28 is B. And 39, no, the total, yes, the total 44 is E, 75 is B, and 82 is what? A. Yes, so that is it. Now let's go back. We are now to look at the remarks. By the remarks, we are going to use the grade conditions to do the remarks. So let's go to Zoom, and I'm going to copy the same thing here. Control C to copy. Let me cancel it. Then you come here, go to Zoom. So here is going to be remarks. Then I'm going to paste it. Control V to paste, and here instead of A, make it excellent. So B will be very good. C will be good. Then D should be credit. E should be pass. And F should be fail. Alright, now go to OK. Let's run it too and see. When you ran, we didn't get any error. So that is it. Pass, very good, and what? Excellent. So that is it. That is it. So there is it. But now, if in case we want to arrange it in a descending order or ascending order, depends. We just bring your, let's go to the design view. Can bring the sum of total amount. Let me bring this one down a bit. You can bring sum of total score. Double click here. Then we come down here to the sort field. Select descending, yes, so that the highest score will be first and coming down. Yes. Now when we run it, the sum of total score will appear twice. You don't want it that way, so that's why the name here has changed. You don't want it. So what we will do is that now I can see as we rank it in descending order, the highest is first and following, so that it will arrange it according to the positions. Let's go to the design view. This one we will hide it, so we will uncheck the text box, the checkbox. When you run it, now you can see that everything is in order. So the sum of total score is here, by the sorting order, filtering, it has been sorted in descending order. All right, so this is what we wanted to. I wanted to add to the subject ranking. Control S to save. Then I'll close it. Now we will open the student ranking tool. Then we go and add what we left behind. So design view. Then we go and add what we left behind. Looking at this one, it's like the columns are full. So what we can do is just double click this one. Double click. Then I'm going to just clear everything here to get spaces. All right. The next one is the grade. So the grade, we'll right click here, go to the zoom, and it's going to be grade. So grade, this one we are going to use the conditions we use for the subject ranking grade. So I've copied that one. So Control V to paste it. What you do, like here, the trick is the difference here is that depending on the number of subjects your students are writing, that will determine how you grade the overall total score of the students. For this tutorial, I'm making the subjects to be 10. So as the subjects are 10, 100 will be 1000. So the highest one is going to be 800. But in a situation whereby your subjects are 8, then that one you should know how you are going to grade the overall total score. So here, since my subjects are the total subject score is 1000, I'm going to make it 800, and here too to be 700, 600, 500, and 400. So this is going to be the total overall for the overall score of each student. Now let's go to OK. Let me run it and see. We didn't get any error. So looking at this one, the grade for the student is what? F. Yes, the grade for the student is what? F. But mostly this one, I don't mostly add it. Yes, I only add the subject grade, but the overall grade I don't mostly add it. But you can add it if you like. Alright, so we go to design view. Then we have to add the class teacher's remarks. So right click, come to, no, let me copy, because we are going to use this one. Let me zoom it, and I'm going to copy everything here. We are going to use this one too for the remarks. So I'll just right click, come to zoom, and it's going to be class teacher remarks. So that one I'll just paste it. So instead of A, the A will be outstanding. This one you have to get your own words or your own remarks. Yes, even if you prefer what I'm using, you can use it, but you can make changes to the remarks to fit your needs. Then the B should be excellent, no, impressive. Then the C should be dedicated. Dedicated. A, B, C. All right. So the D too is going to be more efforts needed. The E needs attention, and the F, it should be poor performance. All right, so I'll just click on OK. Then the last one, we are going to add the head teacher's remarks. So right click, go to zoom, then head teacher remarks. So this one too, I'm just going to paste this one. Then if it is A, so A will be excellent, B will be commendable, C good performance, D you can do better, E it should be seek help, and F poor performance. All right, now we go to OK. Let's run it. We didn't get any error. Yes, so looking at this one is F. So F poor performance, poor performance. You can change the English. It's just this one is just an English, so it's not necessarily means you use the words I'm using. Yes, make changes to the words to meet your needs. Yes, so poor performance, let me add something so that okay, needs special needs support. All right, yes, so that there will be, let me run it. Yes, needs support. All right, so that is it. This is what I wanted us to add to it. So what you will do, I'll just close it. Yes, let me save it. Then we come to KRI final report, go to the design view. Then we come to the KRI subject ranking. Subject ranking. So we added the grade and the remarks. Then we come to KRI student ranking. That one too, we added the grade, class teachers remarks, and head teachers remarks. Let's run it. So when we go all the way, there's a head teachers remark, class teachers remarks. Then there's a remarks. That's the for the KRI student subject ranking, the grade. Yes, so subject grade, and this is the grade, and yeah, this one will help us to differentiate the two. We are going to use the subject grade for the seminar report. Yes, but for the grade, the general grade, that's what I said it depends on you. You can ignore it or you can add it. Yes, so that is it. Yes, so this brings us to the end of the queries. For this one, I hope and believe my beginners, you'll be able to move with us. Yes, there is the traditional or the normal way of creating the SQL, the queries without writing the statement. Yes, you see, we use the traditional way, but we added some a bit of SQL statement. That one you cannot ignore it. I hope this one will go on well with you. Please, if you find this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe, like, share, and click on the notification bell for future tutorials. In our next video, I'll take you through how to build or create the forms. Yes, how to create all the forms you need to make our school-based assessment system work the way we want it to be. So until we meet again, please take care and bye bye.